Everyone, it's your boy Monitors. We bring you another video, and the Toronto Raptors have completed Game 1 of 82 for this season, and they won at the ACC 109-91 against the Detroit Pistons. And we're going to get right into it. We're going to do the usual. We're going to look at the positives in this game. We're going to be looking at the negatives, and we're going to wrap everything all together and go from there. So, first thing off the bat, we got to talk about the positives, and we got to start with the two guys that made this game possible: JV and DD, Jonas Valanciunas and DeMar DeRozan. They dropped in for a combined 72 points. JV dropping in 32. That's a career high for him. And DeMar DeRozan dropped in 40. We're going to break these guys down individually, and we're going to start with JV, Jonas Valanciunas. And one thing I loved about his game tonight, other than that poster on Boban Marjanovic, was the fact that Jonas was getting the ball early in this game. He dominated in that first half. The Raptors went to him early, and he took advantage of that. He got Andre Drummond into foul trouble and out of the game early, and since he was out, JB went to work. And one thing I love about this season, I hope this could be a continuing trend right now for JV in this game for the season, is that he hasn't been hesitating. He's been very aggressive with his movements. He gets the ball, he knows what he wants to do, and he does it. Unlike last season, where he would kind of do a pump fake and then do his move. In this game, he was really aggressive and he went with what he wanted. So that's one thing I loved. He was being aggressive and he went to the line a lot. He went to the line 14 times. He converted on 12 of those 14 attempts. So definitely loving that about JV. I'm hoping this continues. I'm hoping Casey trusts JV enough in games to go to him early and have him do his work, because if he plays like anything like he did tonight, the Raptors are going to dominate down low in the paint. Now we also have to look at DeMar DeRozan. If JV dominated in the first half, DeMar DeRozan came out in that second half, and he did. And one thing I love about DeMar DeRozan in this game, early on, he was attacking the hoop. He was going in and he was going in and taking his shots in close. And then as the game progressed, he started taking those jump shots, which assisted his approaches inside. And that's something that I'm hoping DeMar DeRozan continues to do this season, because last year he would start taking shots at the beginnings of games and it wouldn't go in, and he would struggle in games. If he plays like he did tonight, or plays his game like he did tonight, expect DeMar DeRozan to have big numbers like this for a lot of games this season. Um, Definitely loved how he played. He went 17 for 27, very efficient game, and he was 6 for 6 from the free throw line. So, got to give him props for that. So, I guess with those two things in mind, I'm just hoping that these two guys continue doing what they're doing, be aggressive, and play their games, because that's what they need to do to succeed. Otherwise, I guess two two other players that I've got to mention in this game are Pascal Siakam and Terrence Ross. We'll start off with Pascal Siakam first. One thing I liked about Siakam, even though he only had 4 points and 9 boards, was his hustle. The Raptors don't need him to do much. He's a rookie in the starting lineup, and he's not expected to be holding that much offensively. All he needs to do is get those boards and be a hustle player and be a team player. And that's what he's done. He's been hustling for boards. He's been playing good defense, and I'm hoping he continues to do that. And if he continues to do that, he'll definitely be a great asset for this team in the future. So definitely a great start for him. Terrence Ross, I'm really liking how he's playing right now. I'm hoping that he continues to do this throughout the season. Terrence Ross, similar to JV, is being a lot more aggressive, and because of that, his game just looks a lot better. And one thing I really like about Terrence Ross, because he slimmed down, he looks a lot more mobile. He's able to do a lot more than he was last year. A lot more free, if that makes sense. In the sense that, defensively, he looked like he was able to stay in front of his defender a lot more. He was doing a lot more in terms of hustle plays. He just looked a lot better. He did only have 4 points and 2 steals, but again, those hustle plays are what mattered here, in my opinion. And as well, when you're looking about his ability to distribute the ball, he also had 3 assists in this game. So definitely something to watch. Terrence Ross is looking really fine in this game. So let's see where that goes. Otherwise, we're going to look at other things that the Raptors did well in this game. They shot a solid 47% from the field. And again, as I said before, they got Andre Drummond in foul trouble. So they took advantage of that. They were able to get to the hoop and get into the paint. So definitely something that the Raptors did well in this game. Just taking Drummond out of the game and having Detroit kind of do something different um, defensively to stop the Raptors. So definitely did a good job there. Now we do have to look at some of the negatives in this game. There's not too much, but there are a couple things. The first thing we got to talk about is Kyle Lowry. He did struggle. He was 3 for 13 in this game. He only had 10 points, but he did have 8 assists and 5 boards. So he did do other things to, excuse me, to impact the game. But definitely a down game for Kyle Lowry. But honestly speaking, this is Kyle Lowry talking about. This is the bulldog of the team. He's going to find ways to contribute, and this is not the norm. This is probably just an off night for him. So expect Kyle Lowry to come back. I'm not going to really focus too much on that. I guess another thing that I could touch on was 3 point percentage. The Raptors were 4 for 22, which is basically like a 16% 3 point percentage. But again, they just had an off night from downtown. And the fact of the matter is, the Raptors were dominating with DeMar DeRozan and Jonas Valanciunas. So, and those guys dominated down low. So, you know what? Can't really complain too much about that. Otherwise, that's pretty much it in terms of what I can complain about. I mean, Damari Carroll and Patrick Patterson and Corey Joseph didn't do too much offensively, but again, you don't have to when 2 of your guys drop in 72. So that was pretty much it in terms of the negative. So when we're wrapping this all up together, what do I say? The Raptors had themselves a really good game. Hoping that Jonas Valanciunas and DeMar DeRozan continue doing what they're doing. They're probably not going to drop 72 points collectively all the time, but I'm just hoping that they continue to take pieces of their games that they had tonight and use that throughout the season because I really want to see that. Again, Jonas Valanciunas just being aggressive and DeMar DeRozan attacking early. We'll see Kyle Lowry come back and be strong and go from there. Um, that's about it for the Raptors. Let me know what you thought about this game. Um, Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Um, that's about it. It's your boy Modern Speed. It's gonna be a great season. Signing out. Later, everyone.